Toronto doesn't try to impress you. It just does. A city of glass, steel, and quiet confidence, where everything feels intentional. This is Canada's largest city, pronounced Toronto by locals. It moves with a rhythm that's easy to step into. Grand landmarks, neighborhood pockets, and a food scene that spans the world. So I mapped out 25 stops across roughly 20,000 steps to see if you could truly experience the city on foot. This is your blueprint to exploring Toronto without ever calling an Uber. 2 days, 25 stops, 0 cars. So let's get moving. We kick off day 1 at the grand arrival, Union Station. This is the heart of the city's pulse. Before you head out, grab a quick espresso at the Union Food Hall and check out the eclectic mix of food outlets. It is the most refined transit start you can get. To really move like a local, you have to go underground. Toronto's path is a 30-kilometer plus subterranean city that connects the entire core. I use it to bypass the street level gridlock and the elements. It's the ultimate cheat code for getting from the financial district to the waterfront in record time. And across from Union Station, the Fairmont Royal York stands as a reminder of the city's grand past. The luxury hotel is also a key anchor of the path, meaning you can transition from its historic interior to the modern underground city without even stepping outside. Just a 5-minute walk south, you're at Scotiabank Arena. On game day, you can hear the roar of the Raptors crowd from the sidewalk. From the Scotiabank Arena, it's a quick walk across the bridge to Tables Social and Fair at 81 Bay. This is your high-end fuel station. Michelin-level outposts like Alouette and Pie at food court prices. If you like the video so far, please consider subscribing. It's a small channel. Your subscription is very valuable to us. Back on Front Street, it's a short walk into the core, Hockey Hall of Fame. Less a museum, more a national shrine for Canada's beloved sport. A few blocks east, the tone changes. Performance spaces, quiet streets, and then Berksey Park, where the city exhales for a moment. St. Lawrence Market is a haven for foodies, and the draw here is the pea-meal bacon sandwich. From St. Lawrence Market, the skyline pulls you back west. The walk opens up. The buildings stretch higher, and then CN Tower. This is the scale of Toronto, not just tall, but expansive. At its base, the city shifts again. Ripley's Aquarium of Canada brings the wonder, while the next door Rogers Centre reminds you how big this city plays. And then, just a few minutes south, it all slows down. The waterfront, the breeze, the horizon, Queen's Quay. Day one ends here, with space to breathe and options to grab a bite at one of the numerous restaurants around the Harbourfront area. Day 2 is the longer leg of our walk, nearly 12,000 transit steps. And we are starting in the engine room, the financial district of Toronto. As you walk west towards the theatre district, the energy shifts. You'll pass Roy Thomson Hall, the red carpet heart of TIFF, and the stately Royal Alexandra. A little bit of personal trivia here. I used to work at the Metro Centre, just adjoining the Roy Thomson Hall, for nearly 20 years. Since we are covering more ground today, we are using the city's best food halls as our anchors. First up, the Well. It's a bit of a walk west to the Well. And this is New Toronto. Glass, design and food halls built as social spaces, not just places to eat. If you need a breather, the Wellington Market inside is the perfect trendy pit stop. Then things get more real. Chinatown. Functional, fast, and unapologetically local. No curation here, just utility. Chinatown and Queen West lead you into Graffiti Alley, the city's urban canvas. If you're hungry again, Waterworks Food Hall is a 10-minute walk away. It's history meets high design dining. And once again, you'll find popular chefs' outlets, giving customers an affordable taste of the real fare. Then we get into the most debated pocket of the city, Kensington Market. This is Toronto's curated brunch, independent, eclectic, and depending on who you ask, either authentic or performative. If you like the vibe of neighborhoods like St. Francisco's Haight and Ashbury, Kensington Market is for you. From here, it's a short walk to the Art Gallery of Ontario, the city's cultural anchor. On the way to the city's civic core, we stop at Chef's Hall, a curated space where top chefs trade fine dining for something more relaxed. Then we hit Nathan Phillips Square. This is where Toronto shows itself, front and center. You've got the futuristic curves of City Hall, standing right against the clock tower of the old City Hall. It's a city's communal stage, whether it's the skating rink in the winter or the reflection pool in the summer. This is where the city's pulse feels most official. We are finishing our 20,000 step trek in the refined daytime elegance of Yorkville and the Royal Ontario Museum. When you get to Yorkville, you'll feel it. It's the absolute peak of Toronto's high-end elegance. It's a complete shift from the urban grit. Think designer labels, Victorian architecture, and the kind of polished luxury that makes these last few steps feel like a victory lap. But here's an insider tip. To see the city's true neon peak, you have to loop back down to Dundas Square, now called Sankofa Square, once the sun sets. When the square turns electric at night, it's the ultimate high voltage reward for your 2-day journey. From the grit of the alleys to the polished luxury of Blue Street, you've seen the best of Toronto, and you did it all on foot. 2 days, 25 stops, 20,000 steps, and somewhere along the way, Toronto stops being a list and starts feeling like a city. If you're planning a trip, save this route and take it at your own pace. See you in the next one.